Hey, what's going on, everybody on YouTube? Steve here with Raiken Profit over at RaikenProfit.com, coming back to you guys with another live show. And this is going to be an educational show that's going to teach you guys and cover the topic of board games. So essentially what we're going to be doing is diving into the sold listings on eBay, and we're going to be covering the best-selling items within the board game category which have sold. So these are items that are selling, they've sold, they are proven to sell. There's no ifs, buts, what if that happened? It's sold, it's been documented in eBay history. So we're going to be going through the sold listings. One thing I want to ask of you guys is to, first of all, smash that like button. Also, if you guys want to leave a comment and introduce yourself, let me know where you're from and how long you've been reselling. Feel free to drop a comment. If you're on a desktop, there is a comment section on the right hand side of the screen. If you are on a cell phone, or maybe you're on a what are those things called? I don't even remember, but it should be at the bottom of the screen as well. So look for the comment section. Looks like we got 19 people in the house so far. We got 11 likes and only 1 dislike. So that's a pretty good ratio right there. I'm really happy about that. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I want to make sure that the sound is working properly. So bear with me for one moment. Okay, looks like the sound is working properly. Shout some people out in the house right now. I'm in the comment section browsing through. We've got Swamp Picker, who is first. Swamp Picker, man, you are quick. You are definitely quick. So I got to give you a big shout out for that. Thrift Coach, what's going on, Rob? Finally made the start of a show. Love selling board games. Same here, Rob. That's why I'm doing it, man. Good to see you. Everybody go subscribe to Thrift Coach on YouTube. He's doing some big things, and recently hosted him on my YouTube channel as well. Swamp Picker says, old Monopoly French versions, never used, but open. So, yeah, we got a lot of people in the house. What's up, Spooky? Trip Little says, a hater hit dislike already? WTF. Hey, man, the haters are going to be haters. Whoa, I think you guys converted the hater to a like, because all of a sudden the dislike disappeared. So, Trip Little, man, keep working your magic. Board games have very small margins, is what Legit Gamer Legit Price is saying. And I'd like to kindly, I hate to disagree with my viewers, but I'd like to kindly and respectfully disagree with you. I believe, and based on my experience, this isn't a belief, but based on my experience, board games have some of the best margins in the business. If you come across the right ones, and if you come across them in the right and correct condition. I recently sold a board game the other day. The board game was called, the heck was it called? Somebody help me out. Something Towers. Somebody help me out. I know you saw it in one of my videos, but I sold it for $150. Recently sold a Monopoly game for $80. I sell board games all the time, and in my opinion, I'm not just saying this, I feel that board games are an amazing opportunity. So again, thanks for watching this show. If you're brand spanking new to eBay or Amazon, I want to say board games are a great item to get into. There's a lot of money to be made. There's always board games available at thrift stores and garage sales. Sometimes at pawn shops every now and then, retail stores. You could scoop them off of Craigslist. There's so many ways to get your hands on board games, and there's a lot of money in them. So with that being said, let's dive into this show and start to cover the best selling board games on eBay. And one thing I want to say real quick is, I'm always doing these videos on eBay because I could see the sold listings. If I could see the sold listings on Amazon, I'd be doing the same thing because I sell a lot more on Amazon versus eBay. But with these sold listings, it's probably one of the best resources out there. So let's start to cover some games right now. First game that I see that sold for a best offer of under $74.99 is the game Battle Masters. And I'm already learning something new right now because I never heard of this game before. Let me know in the comments section if you have ever heard of the game Battle Masters. But it looks like it's a game by Milton Bradley from 1992, and has some cool artwork on the front. Looks like a battle is taking place. I see in the left-hand corner it says giant 4.5-inch foot times 5-foot battle mat. So that's very, very interesting right there. Let's Let's see what else we can see. For sale is a Battle Masters board game. It is missing one card. One of the flagpoles is broken, and a few of the small stickers are missing. The box does have a rip in it, but otherwise the game is in good shape. So that's pretty impressive that the game is actually missing some pieces to it. It's incomplete, yet the seller acknowledged that, and it's still sold for X amount. Somebody please let me know, how can you tell what the item sold for as a best offer? Because there used to be a different functionality where if you hit it, it would show what it actually sold for. If anybody could let me know, I would definitely appreciate that. But that's an interesting game right there. Let's actually go to eBay and type in the board game Battle Masters, and I want to see if all of these games are selling for really good money or if it was just this one. And that's one thing I want to say, guys. When you're going through these videos with me and we're educating ourselves and we're studying different names and board games, you've got to take everything with a grain of salt. Why? Because a game may have gone for X amount because of its condition. You know, it may be 100% complete. It may just be a certain time of the year, or maybe there was just a buyer at the right time at the right place that was willing to pay top dollar. So you always need to do your research. Let's go down to sold listings to see what the average selling price of this item is. So here's one that went for 42. This one only went for 20 with an auction. And I found that for certain items, it's better to go buy it now versus auction. 20, 34. See, this one went for 83. It's complete. Now, is that new or used? You're looking at a Battle Masters board game in great condition. So it's used and it still went for 80 something dollars. So one thing I want to say to you folks who are watching right now, and one common theme that I've noticed amongst all board games that sell for really good values are: one, if it's brand spanking new, it's always going to go for a big premium. Number two, if it's complete, right? If it's complete, it's going to go for a lot more money versus, one that's not complete. I know this is obvious stuff right here, but it's just something I want to say. All right, let's move on to another game. And I'm also in the comments section as well, looking through the comments. And I just want to see what's going on in here. So legit game, legit price is saying, and I know my board games, and I know they have small margins generally. Keyword generally. I guess so. If that's what you say, legit gamer, I haven't had the same exact experience. But again, I like to stick with like new board games or super rare. I mean, I guess maybe if you're talking about like if you're encompassing like 100 board games, maybe most of them have small margins. But I usually just stick with like the rare, high end stuff. So I'm trying to get my mouse to work on my other screen, and it just will not work. It is so bad. All right. Anyways, um. Carla E says brand new Simpsons game sells for great prices. I've sold a Simpsons themed operation game for $70 and a Simpsons chess game for $89. So that's really cool right there. Let's actually go back over to eBay and let's type in Simpsons board game. Let's see if Carla is correct. I take her word for it, but let's see what the sold listings have to show. So let's hit sold listings. And here's one right here. Here's a Simpsons Clue game that went for $43. I'll tell you guys right now, a great bolo when it comes to board games is Clue. Clue, if it's themed with something like Star Wars or Simpsons, big money. Also Monopoly as well if it's themed. This one went for $22.99, $30. Here is the Simpsons Monopoly Treehouse of Horror board game, $46. Is that new or used? I need to open that up. If that's used, oh wow, it is used. That's amazing right there. Wow, that is a bolo all day long, a used board game. Now, obviously, you're going to have to check the contents to make sure it's 100% complete, but that's a great bolo right there, $46. I mean, imagine walking into a Savers and picking that up for $1.99. It might cost you $15 to ship, but even, with a $15 shipping fee and seven and other fees, 22, 24, say you're up to 25. I mean, you're still looking at this person still made, a good $20, $25 profit right there. So cool. Awesome. Simpsons board games. Let's continue down. Looks like we have a StarCraft game that went for $149.99. Here is a Glory to Rome Black Box Edition board game sealed. So this is interesting to me. I have no clue what this is right here. But this is what it's all about. This is why I'm here studying and educating myself, because there's so much to learn. There is so much to learn. Glory to Rome. Very interesting. Don't know much about it, but I'm going to remember that if I ever come across it. And looks like there's some damage to the box. So I'm glad that they disclosed that. If there's ever any damage to a board game that's brand new, always disclose it. Why? Because a lot of times these brand new board games may be going to a collector. And if someone's looking to collect it, they want it to be in really good shape. And there's a good chance you may get a return if you don't acknowledge a flaw. So that's just a tip right there. Okay. I need to get a new mouse. It is so bad. I'm trying to check out the comment section to see what people are saying. Somebody was asking what's Bolo. Thrift Coach said be on the lookout for. Look up Fireball Island. It goes for hundreds. So I will. Fireball Island. And I'm just going to type in board game. So Mia Bermudez just made a comment. Look up Fireball Island, goes for hundreds. So let's take a look right here. Wow. Hello. Bada bing, bada boom. Mia knows that the profits are coming soon. Let's go to the sold listings. And I mean, imagine walking up to a garage sale, guys, and seeing this little puppy just sitting there, just looking at you. Imagine bringing this puppy home. I mean, you would sell this item and you would never have to work again a day in your life. I got to stop saying that. Fireball Island, Milton Bradley. So one thing I've been noticing is these abstract, weird, unique, kind of outside of the box board games from Milton Bradley, early 1990s, 1980s, tend to do very, very, very well. So that's really cool. Fireball Island. I mean, this looks like a serious game. There's a lot of chaos going on in this cover right now. I would not want to be one of these little guys down here, because I tell you right now, you don't stand a shot against this guy. He's shooting out fireballs, gems. I mean, this guy, you see this guy right here? He's trying to climb up a ladder. I don't know what he's trying to do. I mean, what do you expect? You're going to get up that ladder, and then what? There's a fireball coming right at you. And then there's a girl. Oh, so he's trying to save the girl. I see. Interesting. Very interesting. So Fireball Island. Look at the pictures right here. Respect it. You see, this is something that I'm laughing right now, because you see the Toys R Us sticker for $18.99. Take that off, dude. Why are you leaving that on? You are just trying to piss off your customers. Now, I know customers are a little crazy sometimes. They think that, all because it was going for $18.99 and freaking 1992, that they should get it for that price. Some customers are crazy, but just rip off the stickers, whether it's from Goodwill or if it's a Mia, is this your sticker, Mia? I swear, you could sell this game 10 times with the sticker on it, and you might have like 2 or 3 customers get angry and say, "You're taking advantage of me. You paid $18.99." Well, yeah, I paid $18.99 for it in 1992. Anyways, guys, I'm losing my brain. So this is the game. Cool. Very interesting game. Here's this guy again. You do not want to mess with this guy. A vintage sticker I would not peel off. I probably still would. I mean, garage flips. The vintage sticker is not going to add any value to the item, right? Maybe it'll give some character and context to it, but I still would rip it off, because people are crazy out there. I charge extra for vintage price stickers. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. I ain't gonna argue. Okay, let's keep moving on. If any of you guys have any other games that you would like me to look up, feel free to drop a comment. I've got another computer open right now. What's up, Bubba? With the comments populating right next to me, so I'm looking at all the comments. Thrift Coach says, here's a thought question. These games from the 80s, 90s are sold to people for nostalgia from their childhood. Since kids don't seem to play board games as much today, do we see this market shrinking? It's a good question. I'd like to hear what the folks have to say in the comment section. So here is a game that I don't think I could pronounce it even if I tried. YGG Drassel board game. Let's open this thing up. This thing looks interesting. Very, very interesting. Sold from Missouri. So this looks like a very interesting game right here. Is that really the title of the board game? Or maybe I'm not an expert with this stuff, guys. So let's see. Doesn't say much in the description. There's only one picture. So I would have liked, if this was me, I would have had more of a description. I would post more pictures, but it's still sold for $94.99. So I don't know much about it, but I guess I'm going to try to remember that. I don't know. What does it say down here at the bottom? Z-Man Games. So yeah, I wish I could tell you more about that. So let's see. Marvel Legendary Fantastic Four board game, 124.95. See, this looks interesting right here. I want to open this up in another tab. This looks very, very interesting. The game is called Colossum, board game by Wolfgang Kramer. So I mean, this doesn't look like anything special right off the bat. I mean, if I was at a thrift store and I was combing through the board games on the shelf, I may just pass this up if it was used. We are going to dive a little more into this to see if this was just a coincidence that it sold for this much or whatnot. But let's see what we can learn about it. This listing is for one copy of the board game Colossum. The game is in excellent condition. All components look like new and they have all been counted. The box has some minor wear from being stored on the shelf. Please let me know if you have any questions. I have a question. Can I get it from you for $5 and then resell it for $100? So let's see. Let's type in Colossum board game and see if anything else is popping up to see what's going on. Let's go sold. So yeah, I mean, look, two others sold. One sold for $69.99 and another sold for $88. Someone says, Raiken, it's Colosseum. Colosseum. Thank you, Garage Flips. I appreciate that. Colosseum by Wolfgang Kramer. Yeah, looks like an interesting item. Wish I could share with you more about it. But again, the goal of this presentation isn't to break down all the details. It's to kind of get your mind accustomed and to memorize some of these higher end brands. That's really what I'm doing. And believe it or not, guys, I've had so many people message me behind the scenes saying, thanks for these videos. I actually had a buddy, Ahmed, who put a post in the green room today mentioning something about selling a pair of sunglasses. I don't know if it was because of the video or if it motivated him. But yeah, I mean, these videos are helping me out and helping a lot of people out as well. So I'm definitely glad to hear that. See, this is interesting right here. Passing the bar. Passing the bar, $75 right here. Opened it briefly, read through a few of the contract questions, but never played. So it looks like somebody created a board game around passing the bar to become a lawyer, a game of legal reasoning, and sold for $75. Let's see if all of these are doing well. Passing the bar. Wow, holy mackerel. New seal. Someone's got it for sale for $249.97. Wow, holy mackerel. Check this game out, guys. You know what? There may be small margins in some games, but in a lot of games, and in some of the more rare games, there are margins like no other. I mean, check this out right here. Passing the bar. If you're ever at a garage sale, a thrift store, a flea market, and you come across this game, Passing the Bar, pick it up. Pick it up if it's used. Open it up. Check as best as you can to see if all the contents are there. Brandon Lee asked, do you think board games do better on eBay or Amazon? Let's see real quick. Let's go to Amazon and type in Passing the Bar board game, and let's see what it's going for used. So on Amazon, 308,000 Rankin toys, which is respectable. Probably a couple of them sell per month, maybe more, maybe a little less. When it comes to Amazon, you can't sell board games used. You have to sell them under collectible. And it looks like on Amazon, collectibles are starting at $219 used. So they're going for a bit more on Amazon, and new is coming in at $279.99 for FBA. Most board games, if it's new, I'm going to put it on Amazon. If it's used, I may consider selling it collectible on Amazon. Or it just really depends. Garage Flips, there's no way I would have passing the bar up, even though this is the first time I've seen it. It looks like money. Yeah, I mean, there's certain items that, look like money. It's just unique. It's an interesting subject matter, an interesting topic. I mean, those are the ones you want to look up. You want to look for the, the year that it was created, the publication date. You want to look for the brand. If it's Milton Bradley, if it's old, if it has like some crazy graphic on the front of, people fighting on horses and, fireballs getting thrown at you. I mean, those are the things you want to look up. Somebody mentioned Cashflow. That's an awesome game right there. This is a game that I've sold several times. Cashflow by Robert Kiyosaki. I don't know if I'm I'm not even going to pretend that I know how to spell that. So let's go to Cashflow board game. Mia, that is another one. That is another one that sells very, very well. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cashflow. These things I've sold them brand new. I've sold them for over 100, 80 to 100 used. You're still looking at 30, 40, 50 bucks typically. I actually possess this game right here, Rich Dad Cashflow board game, $49.99. Great money in this game. Brian Huntsman says, great thing about eBay is you can sell them incomplete. Absolutely. Just be honest. Just be upfront. If you're not sure if all the pieces are there because you're too lazy to count them all, which is something I would probably do because sometimes I just don't have the patience. Just be honest. Say, it looks like or it appears like all pieces are there, but it's not 100% verified. This listing is sold as is. Please be prepared to buy an extra piece if it's missing, something along those lines. Unboxing TV. Do you think I can open an Amazon FBA account if I'm 16 years old, but with a bank account? What do you guys think? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if 16 is the cutoff or 18. I'm not 100% sure. If anybody knows that or anyone could look that up in the Amazon terms of service right now and help out Unboxing TV, we would definitely appreciate that. Garage Flip says go read their terms of service. Yeah, just Unboxing TV, man. You've got Google, you've got the internet at your disposal. Just do a quick Google search. I'm sure you'll find it quickly. Somebody says Hero Quest. I've heard about that. What's up, Red Rider? Says I also picked up a 50th anniversary Candyland game in TIN. I don't know what TIN means, but new. Need to list that puppy as well. Let's take a look at that game. So Red Rider says the game was let's see, 50th anniversary Candyland, brand new in the package. Let's see what that is going for. So I'm gonna click on. It doesn't look like there's any new ones that are listed. Is there any new? They're all coming up used, so I haven't seen any new ones. But I'm guessing, yeah, you're probably looking somewhere around the $50 to $100 mark for something like that. All right, let's keep going down and searching through the best board games to sell on eBay. And if you're looking for these board games, how to find them, I would say thrift stores, number one, garage sales, number two. Those are probably going to be the best ways to be able to make some ridiculous profits on these board games. So let's continue looking down to find some more games. See, this looks interesting right here. The Pillars of the Earth. The Pillars of the Earth. Let's check this out right here. Let's also open up another tab to make sure that this game is actually selling consistently for what this game sold for. So check out the cover right here. Ken Follett, The Pillars of the Earth. Here you go. That is what it looks like. This game sold for $125. And I'm looking in the top right-hand corner, and I see an M there. I'm not sure what that stands for. Here's the back of the board game. This listing is for one copy of the Pillars of the Earth board game. It's in excellent condition. There is very minimal wear on the box. The components are all present in a new condition. So let's make sure that this is actually selling for as much as this one sold for. Let's go here. 125, 122. Here's a German version that sold for less than 50, 128, 100. So guys and gals, get familiar with this board game right here. This board game right here, I mean, for watching this show, right, and hanging out for an hour, just learning this one board game right here can make it worth your time. I mean, there's a good chance you may have just passed this up at a thrift store or a garage sale if you didn't see this video. So hopefully, this registers and gets stored in your memory banks. And if you ever come across it, definitely pick it up. 26 bids on this puppy for $167.50. The Pillars of the Earth game with the expansion pack. Very, very cool. So we have 73 people watching live right now. So I want to say hello to everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Do me a big favor and smash that like button. It really does help, guys. If you're just sitting there and watching passively, that's great. But, give back, share, help me out by helping you out. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get up to 50, 60 likes right now. Not only does it help me with my self-esteem to let me know, what, this is helping, it's making a difference, but it lets YouTube know that this is good content and they can help promote it and get it out to more people, which in turn helps people to make money, helps me to grow my channel, and helps me to reach more people just like you. So again, guys, I appreciate it. Share the wealth. Don't just hold everything to yourself. There's plenty to go around. There's an abundance of board games. There's so many places out there that you can go buy and source these items. So definitely share the wealth, and I'm going to continue to make these videos on board games, on watches, men's clothing, camcorders, cameras. I mean, we could do a video on toasters. I mean, I guarantee you that you can make money selling toasters. I guarantee you can make money selling anything, but you need to know what to look for, right? You can make money selling Legos and light bulbs and books and, routers and chairs and furniture and baseball bats and plush and electronics and tripods. I mean, I'm looking around my house right now and I'm just hats, and I'm looking around and I'm just naming things off because you can make money with all of these different types of items. So again, smash that like button. If you don't like the video, smash the dislike. It's okay. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I respect everyone's opinion, but if you do hit that dislike button, at least let me know what I could do to improve the video. That's it. Just let me know. Anyways, let's keep moving on. Next item that's sold. Wow, this looks so cool right here. Holy moly. Bada bing, bada boom. The profits are coming soon. UGG Tech. Look at this guy. Who is this guy? Holy moly. UGG Tech. This looks freaking cool. Let's open up another tab and check that out. Is this what the game is called? UGG Tech? Let's go in here. Let's go in here. And let's hit the sold listings to see if there's any other ones on here. Wow. One sold for 85, 54, 99. So this puppy is selling for some good money. UGG Tech. Is that how you pronounce it? This is cool. This is really, really cool. Now, something like this, I mean, this is just crazy how many board games are out there that you could, make money with. Garage flips, Raiken. If you need help with your self-esteem, you hide it very well. Oh man. Let's see. Copyright 2012. So it looks like this game was created in 2012. It's a strategy themed board game. Recommended age range 8 and up. Country of manufacture, China, of course. Cool. Awesome right there. That's a cool little item that we just learned about. Hero Quest. So somebody actually just mentioned this a little while ago. I believe that was Mia. She's like the board game queen. The game is Hero Quest. Now, again, guys, install this into your brain. Install it like you're installing an app onto your phone or a program on your computer. Install this into your brain, because if you ever come across this, you're going to want to buy it. Yes, you are going to want to buy Hero Quest. Hero Quest board game. Let's see. Let's double check that they're all selling for some good profits. And yes, they are. 110, 60, 150, 40. Bada bing, bada boom. Not much more that we have to discuss there. Kendall Brown says, look up Cool Chicken Learning Game. I have one, and last I checked, there was one listed. No solids. Need to get that puppy listed. Cool Chicken Learning Game. Is somebody yanking my chain, or is this real? So I don't know what this is all about. Let's see. Raleigh and Axe says, just picked up Hero Quest for $2. Holy moly. You're going to retire after you sell that. You'll never have to work a day in your life. That's really cool, though. Mr. Sadie says, I look up anything that looks obscure when it comes to board games. EH Waz says, thanks for all you do, Raiken. Hey, EH Waz, I appreciate the nice comment. Thank you. Hey, Mr. 3000, great help, Raiken. Glad that this video is adding value to your life. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button. All right, let's continue to go through the board games and continue to learn. Imperial board game. See, I've never heard of this before. Let's open that up. Look how much we're learning, guys, in literally, not much time, 30, 40 minutes. I mean, check this out. Imperial designer Mac Gertz. Looks like these guys are about to set forth on an expedition. They got a map. I don't know where they're going, but it looks like they're going to be going somewhere quite interesting. They got a big ship in the background. So, yeah, Imperial. Virtually new condition. Great description. Still sold for $79.99. Winner's Circle. Ooh, I like that. So let's look this up to double check. Winner's Circle board game. It's sold for $89.99. I don't see any more coming up. Maybe it's sold. So I don't see anything else coming up. But let's install this into our brain real quick. Winner's Circle board game. Check that out. Face-to-face games, $89.99. I mean, I'm telling you guys, there is a lot of money to be made with board games. There is a lot of money to be made with board games. There's so many games out there. Let's see. Vintage Hotels 3D board game. That looks interesting. Vintage Hotels 3D board game. Milton Bradley from 1987. Check that out. There's some pictures. There are some of the pieces. Hotels 1, great game. The item is 100% complete. All original money cards, game board, and poolside cutouts in excellent condition. Very cool. So let's double check that. This is called Hotels 3D Hotels board game. What is it from 1987? I think. Is that what it said? Yeah, 1987, the year I was born. I want to see what the other games are going for as well. So, wow, yeah, I mean, these things are all selling for some pretty crazy amounts of money right here. 51. This one only went for $27.99, 38, 34, 55. So not as high as I thought, but still some decent money. I mean, check this out. If you were to come across this game brand new in the box, I mean, look at this one. $162 brand new in the packaging. So that's really cool right there. Looks like there's a little damage to the package. Let's go into the comments section, see what people are saying. I got to get going soon, but I just want to come to you guys with a quick little vid. I bought a Pokemon, got to get them all for $3.99 Canadian and sold for $50. Awesome, Mia. That's amazing. If you search eBay for Rio Grande Games, Rio Grande Games. Yeah, so it looks like, check these out. Mississippi Queen, 36, 46. Yeah, it seems like the Rio Grande games are going for pretty good money. What's this right here? Thurn and Taxis, Rio Grande, Grand. I don't know. I'll call it Rio Grande Games, $35, $33. So that's definitely something to be on the lookout for sure. I know the Rio Grande Games was the creator of, I don't know if it's the brand or what, or the maker of Imperial. Attica board game. I mean, check this out, guys. There are so many board games. So, I mean, hopefully this video opened up your eyes to some of the opportunities. I mean, we could be going on and on for probably another 6 or 7 hours talking about different games and, ones that have sold. But I mean, check this out, guys. Class Struggle, $80. Dream Phone, best offer under $74.99. Catacombs, $140. Hero Quest, $149. Crossbows and Catapults, $79.99. There's Fireball Island that we covered. Passing the Bar that we covered. Magic Realm, $100. The Great War, $74.99. War of the Ring Collector's Limited Edition board game, $1,525. So, there is a lot of money to be made with board games. Now, are you going to be able to come across these things all the time at thrift stores and garage sales? Probably not. but why not be aware to the opportunities? Why not study and research and get acquainted with these items? Because all it takes is 1 or 2 scores to make it worth the time that you invested to study and educate yourself on these board games. So, half the battle is knowing the brand. The other half is just being aware and sensitive to the fact that, if a game looks interesting, if it's old, if it has a cool little artwork, if it just looks like the subject matter may be profitable, like passing the bar, that's the other half of the battle, and then looking it up. But if you ever have that, that sensation or that inclination that something may be worth money and it's a board game, just look it up. Scan it with the Amazon seller app. Look it up on the eBay sold listings, and you never know. I mean, Mice and Mystics, $74.99. Time Stories, $89.95. Trailer Park Boys, that's a crazy show. $100 right there. I mean, Battle Masters, $83.95. There's Passing the Bar again. Here's the game that I actually sold the other day for $150, Dark Towers. Dream Phone. I mean, there is so many ways to make money selling board games. It is absolutely ridiculous, guys. So I'm going to go into the comment section real quick and answer some questions, and then I'm going to head out of here in a couple of minutes. Got to get over to the gym. Again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, we've got 59 people watching live. Be sure to smash that like button. We're up to 48 likes right now. Let's get it up to 60 likes, guys. Hit that like button. Show some love. Mia says the only problem is the amount of space you require to stack them. So that is a good point. If you're going to get into board games, definitely have a designated area in your house or some storage capacity to be able to store these items for when they sell. Garage Flips, I'm going to watch more good used goods. I'm sending my first FBA shipment this week. Congratulations, Garage Flips. There's a lot of money to be made with Amazon FBA, and there's a lot of items that you can sell on Amazon that don't do as well on eBay and for higher margins. So really cool. I can't even pronounce it. Something Matt. Bolo for 3D balls in your phase. Interesting. Never heard of that before. But yeah, guys, that's about it. So again, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this educational video. Board games that sell on eBay for ridiculous profits from garage sales and thrift stores. Only thing I ask you guys is to go out there and take this information and put it to use. Start to create a schedule, start going out to these thrift stores, whether it's once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, and look through the board game section. You can't score unless you take the shot, and you can't find an item unless you go to the store or the location and actually look for it. You're not going to find a board game if you're looking through the clothing aisle. So make sure you're climbing up the right ladder. Make sure you're actually going and looking and just opening up your eyes to the opportunities. You may go 10 times, 20 times, 50 times, 100 times, and never find a game that we mentioned in this broadcast, but maybe on that 101st time, or maybe the 51st time, or maybe the first time you go and you find yourself a Dark Tower board game, or a Hero Quest, or a Blood Bowl board game, or a Risk 40th edition, and you buy it, you sell it, and now the money's in your account. And that's when you send me a message and say, thank you, Steve. Thank you for making the video. But again, guys, you can do this on your own. You can go into the sold listings. You could go on to Amazon and you can study and research and put yourself in a position to get lucky. Again, guys, half the battle is knowing these items are out there and they exist and then they're profitable. And then the other half of the battle is just, feeling that sensation, that inclination to look it up and then just buying it and making it happen. So thanks again for watching, guys. Bada bing, bada boom. The profits are coming soon. Keep on picking and making that money. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.